Hi guys. So I'm doing something slightly different. No, I am going to do the tap. I'm just getting my smokes out. But the thing different that I'll be doing this week is, because I want to spend some time focusing on getting this shop done, I am in fact going to be doing shorter form stuff like this and focusing on getting this kind of stuff ready to go. Or more accurately, focusing on getting the shed here ready to go so that I can actually start doing actual woodworking videos. All the salvaged wood that I have, and this is going to serve as a combination update and story for the day. It is Terra Nova Tuesday, so I will be doing a Newfoundland-centric story. Though I don't think it's going to go quite the way the people who wrote the original story that I read thought it would. Oh, my apologies. There we go. I do have a merch store up. It's on Redbubble. Monkey glue. It's on Redbubble. And it is currently 3 designs deep. That's including the Goodman Award. If you know somebody in your life who deserves to be patted on the back with a good man, or just, you know, behaves like a good person in general, give them a Good Man Award. Sorry, this is specifically for men only. If you want a good woman, you have to get married to a good man. But, you know, and all the usual shill, subscribe, hit the Rumble, like, share buttons, all that kind of stuff. I do have a PayPal and a Subscribestar, both of which are, well, somewhat doing well. And that's not at all to slight my Subscribestar subscribers. I love every single one of you. Let's see, anything else I need to update before I get into the meat of this? No. So, for the next little while, you're going to be seeing 7 o'clock shorts. Just short form. I'll sit down, have a cigarette, and talk about something I saw in the news today. Or that day. So today, we're talking about how the City Council of St. John's has fined a 70-year-old woman $5,000 for feeding pigeons in her backyard. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say. Oh, well, Jorj, you're a bit of a libertarian kind of guy. You're definitely... Yeah, no, I'm not in favor of this. No. If she had not been breaking a bylaw that says that you cannot feed wildlife on your own property, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it. But if it's wildlife, you're creating a pest. I don't care if you're feeding crows, pigeons, seagulls, foxes, squirrels. I don't give a shit. You're feeding them from your property. In some cases, this lady was apparently feeding them by hand. Now, I've done that. I have fed pigeons on Kitty Vitty Pond, Kitty Vitty Lake. I'm not sure if they call it a lake. It's really more of a pond. But I've fed pigeons from my hand on Kitty Vitty Lake, pond, whatever. And, okay, fine. Right? I don't necessarily think pigeons are necessarily all that dirty. Wouldn't exactly cuddle one. But the issue I have here with what this lady has done, her daughter now has raised this complaint in the news. And, of course, she's immediately playing the victim. Oh, my mother has such and such condition. My mother is such and such age. No, look, she's old enough to know the rules. And there's a bylaw that says, don't do that. Now, if the city didn't give her any warning, which I suspect they did, then, you know, okay, fine. But if you're approached by a city councilor or someone with the authority of the city council, and they tell you, listen, if you don't stop doing this, we're going to fine you, and you go, fuck off, and you keep on doing it, and you get fined, you don't get to play the victim. And even if she didn't get a warning, it's still a very strong principle that ignorance of the law is no excuse. Sorry. However, there is a very simple solution to this. We're talking about pigeons. Okay, so get some pigeons of your own. It's not hard to build a coop. It's not hard to fill it with pigeons. Done. City can't say anything to you. They're no longer wildlife, they're pets. You can do what you like with your pets on your property. But, of course, now it's screaming, oh, we're being victimized, victimized, victimized. No, fuck off. You knew the rules and you broke them. If you didn't know the rules and someone told you, hey, you're breaking the rules, then, you know, you should have stopped. Now, I will grant it's a bit of an asshole move. Not necessarily wrong, but it's an asshole move for the city to just fine her out of nowhere. Apparently, she's been doing this for over a decade. The link will be in the description. I only skimmed the story. But here's my point. My point is this. If you break the rules, you suffer the consequences. There's no point screaming discrimination afterwards, because then it just makes you look like an idiot. It makes you look like you're trying to play on sympathies that should not exist. And, of course, all those lefties who think, or the futurists, or whatever term you want to use for them, who think, oh, I can't wait until AI is much more advanced and effective. Do you think AI gives a flying fuck what color, age, sex, gender, fluidity, whatever term you use for it? No, it doesn't care. If you break a rule under an AI judgment system, you get the consequences. Period. And there's probably going to be no gray area whatsoever with AI. And really, there shouldn't be any gray area whatsoever with the law. Just leaning over to see how much time I've spent. Now, understand. I sympathize with this lady. I find feeding pigeons very calming, very soothing, very relaxing. So I do sympathize. However, I wasn't breaking the rules when I did it. I don't break the rules when I do it now. I don't, for example, I still occasionally go and feed ducks down at the riverside. Broke, really. But my point is this. I go to the ducks, where the ducks already live and are already being fed. It's public property. Nobody seems to mind. If anyone ever came out and told me, hey, don't feed the ducks there because that's my property, my immediate response would be, oh, no problem, sorry, man. And I would stop feeding them there. And I would literally lead the ducks off the property, feeding them as I went. No problem. And I would never step foot back there again. However, I would not lead the ducks to my own property so that they could foul everything around me. Like some people in some places do, who think, oh, no, I'll just take my supper scraps and throw them out on the lawn. The seagulls will eat them. Yeah, the seagulls have shat all over your house and both houses next to yours and several people's cars. You're actually creating a pest. You're creating damage on other people's property. You're lowering property values. Sorry. And that's potentially the case with the pigeons. Because, well, pigeons like to crap on the wing. Which means they're airborne when they shit. Yeah, it's not good for your car. Probably not good for your peace of mind. It's probably not good if you have small kids who play in the yard. Yeah. Sorry. I understand where this lady is coming from, and I understand where her daughter's coming from. But you don't get to play the victim after you've broken the rules. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I do hope you're having a good day. I hope you continue to have good days. Rise and rise again, till lambs become lions. Bye-bye.